Welcome back to Hobby Jogger Elite. It is Tuesday morning as we speak here. Yesterday, obviously, was Monday as a result of it being Tuesday now. So I'll put on the screen what I did yesterday, just an 8-mile easy run in the morning, 4-mile easy double for 12 miles on the day. We are at 12 miles for the week right now as of Tuesday morning. Technically 15 now because I just got done with a 3-mile warm-up for what will be my tune-up workout for my tune-up race. So it is officially tune-up race week. And if you know anything about my race history, my running history here, you've kept up with the channel, you know that I have the absolute worst luck when it comes to racing conditions, and that is not changing at all for this Saturday. So it's a good thing that it is my B race and not my goal A race, which is the marathon in November, of course, which we are just several weeks away from now at this point. So it's gonna be beautiful every day this week, and then it looks like it's gonna be an absolute monsoon on race day, expecting 15 to 30 mile per hour winds, about a 95% chance of rain, and heavy rain expected as well in the morning. Very adverse racing conditions, especially for a long distance events like the half marathon, but whatever, we take what we can get. Today, gonna be doing 3 by a mile, 3 by a K in the Endorphin Pro 3s, which seem like they might be a good rainy day race conditions type of shoe. Worked out in these once. They were great on that first workout. Second workout gonna be today. Let's tie these up and we'll get into it. So now that we visited my best friend there, for what it's worth, this is only my, fourth super shoe I've tried, between the Vaporfly ones, the Alphafly ones, the Adios Pro 3, now the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3s. These are easily the most comfortable super shoe I have worn. I did go from my usual size 9.5 to a 10 for these because that was the size that was available for the very deep discount that I got these on. I'm kind of between a 9.5 and a 10 as it is with most shoes. Let me tell you, it paid off because they're very, very comfortable. Put them on the scale, they weigh pretty much the exact same as the Adios Pro 3 and the Alphafly in a size 9.5, these in a size 10. They're all at like 7.95 ounces or like 8 flat ounces. These feel lighter than the others for some reason. Not sure why, but they definitely feel a bit lighter. Gonna get into the workout now. First mile repeat, coming right up. These are prescribed to be at like an interval pace if you follow the VDOT system here, but gonna just ease into the first one, do it at like thresholdish pace, save a little bit for these later reps. Let's go. $5:59 for that first mile. It is nice and cool out this morning, which feels absolutely amazing. And I know I said that I want to race this half marathon back when I did poll on the channel between these, the Alphafly, the Adios. Maybe they take a break-in period, but at the moment, through one full workout in the beginning of this workout, they don't feel quite as super shoey to me, which is to be expected because I am pretty much most used to the Vaporfly ones and the Alphafly ones when it comes to racing and super shoes. So these don't have that same like compressive, squashy, moon bounce-esque propulsion that Zoom X with the Alphafly and the Vaporfly do. So I don't know, maybe they'll break in a little bit, soften up, get a little bit more bouncy. I do like how stable they are, how light they feel. They just don't feel quite as super as the other shoes, but they still feel really good when I'm running fast. So we'll see. I'll probably bring all 3 pairs of shoes to the race, sort of make a game time decision. $5:48. Rep number 3, rep number 2 was $5:51. Rep number 1 was either $5:58 or $5:59, so not bad, definitely not bad. This workout has pretty long recoveries prescribed between each rep, so for the miles it's 4-minute jogs, so I guess they really want you to recover. And then the Ks, it is, I believe, 2-minute jogs. So yeah, Gonna get recovered, try to do these K reps as best as I can. Yeah, not bad so far. 3 K reps done. I think I went 330, 331, 333. So yeah, this isn't the most uniform loop, which makes it hard to do rep after rep. They're on a baseball diamond, so very sharp turns on the loop, but it is like just beyond 400 meters, so it's nice to have a track-ish distance to run around. Pretty much maintained the prescribed pace there, which was pretty much in the 540s. Took it a little easy on that first mile rep, second mile rep, so that I could still have a little bit left in the gas for the Ks. But beyond all that, that's Tuesday, that's the workout. Gonna cool down 3 miles and catch up later in race week. It is Wednesday. Just got back from an easy to steady run out on the trails. Felt amazing up until about mile 11 when I cut it short. Right at about mile 11, felt my Achilles start to not be like cripplingly tight, but definitely sense like a little bit of tightness. It being the week of a tune-up race and being on like tired and fatigued legs right now, decided to just cut it short. The run went amazingly outside of that, but I suspect it may be because of wearing the Endorphin Pro 3s yesterday and putting in some quicker paces in a relatively new, pretty stiff carbon fiber plate shoe. Could have just been an accumulation of all the miles, all the efforts, with that as sort of the cherry on top. Currently 6 a.m., still dark out, so gonna head out for the run soon. Achilles feeling a little bit better today. It's a little stiff. Overall, not too bad. This is a similar thing that happened a couple weeks ago when I did that 14-mile workout, the pouring rain, that storm, the Takumi Sen 9s, cut the run a little bit short because I had some tightness in my lower left leg. Next morning, felt totally fine. I think I ran like 13 miles the next day without feeling any pain, so I don't intend on running 13 miles today. This is definitely just going to be ease into it, employing a bit more caution this close to a race I've signed up for, which I don't know at this point if I would treat it like an all-out race. So we'll see in the next couple days how it's feeling, given the fact that we are only 2 days away from the race. All right, back from the run. Got 3 miles in. It wasn't painful. I would say it was noticeable though, which is something I just don't feel like risking or messing around with. The runner I was even a year ago, 2 years ago, was running through that type of thing. I probably would have, gone out 10 miles, denied that it was an issue the whole entire time, and it would probably just get worse, and I'd just keep running on it. The runner I am today, I don't feel like risking anything. It was probably like a 3.5 to a 4. Not even on like the pain scale, just on like the noticeability scale. I'll do a little bit more mobility stuff. I'll probably try to walk around a decent amount throughout the day, just kind of keep blood flowing towards it. Definitely gonna try to get some good food, nutrient dense stuff into my system, plenty of vitamin C. Hopefully get some stuff in there that, anti-inflammatory. Not gonna be running anymore today. I'll take tomorrow off if it's still an issue, because it is 2 days till a half marathon, which at this point, probably not gonna go all out with, unless it is like just kind of magically feeling good. So not the best, not the worst. All right, good morning everybody. It is a little before 6 a.m. here. Been up for almost an hour at this point, which may be the most disturbing part of this video to you. Still plenty dark out, but got some good news, got some bad news. I'll start with the bad news. The bad news is that the race this weekend has been canceled. Like I spoke about earlier in the week, this hurricane weather definitely making landfall in the northeast region of the East Coast. This is a race that is not completely local to me. It's a little bit south down in Maryland. The race officials, the city authorities have just deemed it unsafe to race in sort of the windy and rainy forecasts. I even think that if the race was on a Sunday instead of a Saturday, that this race might still be happening, but because it's happening on Saturday and it looks like Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon is sort of the worst weather-wise, just kind of got unlucky with that. So I haven't raced in months. I haven't raced anything beyond 5K in almost 6 months at this point. So it's, it just sucks. The good news is my Achilles feels amazing. All systems are a go during today's run. All of a sudden today became a much less exciting marathon training week video. Is what it is. We are about a mile into this, keeping it nice and easy. Got the Fresh Foam Moors on, so max cushion at its finest on this lovely trail, so things feel pretty good so far. I would say if yesterday morning was like a 3 to a 3.5 out of 10 on the noticeability scale of this Achilles, today is more like a 1 or a 1.5, so definitely in the right direction. Obviously not completely gone, but something that seems manageable with intensity dialed back, continued strengthening of it. Not going to overanalyze it, but just continue to be aware of it throughout today, next couple days, as I sort of keep testing it out. Might try for a bit of a longer run tomorrow. I'm not sure if it would be smart to do a workout on it, but I'm just going to take it sort of day by day. Just over 9 miles, 7:43 average pace, 1:37 average heart rate. So overall, went very well. I was tempted to bring it down to a steadier pace. Ended up, in like the 7:20s there towards the end, but overall, very encouraging. Very good idea to take it easy yesterday, cut it at 3 miles, and really just focus on recovery for the remainder of the day. Could have went further today even. I usually do, but yeah, we're going to cut it short here. This may be my last day of outdoor running if this hurricane weather is really going to be what it's going to be, but if I'm able to run outside again tomorrow, it's going to be back on the trails. Soft surface is the key right now. If not, I'll probably do a long run on the treadmill, which is also pretty shock absorbing. All signs encouraging today. Felt good. Not quite full speed ahead again, but we're moving in the right direction. Good morning. It's kind of sad because I'm wearing the quarter zip that they gave out for the race because I had my bib and all my stuff mailed to me, but what could have been? It's about 5:26 a.m. right now, drinking some coffee, just had breakfast. The wind is like on another level right now, to the point where my little theory or hope that I would get to go run outside at the trail today is looking like it was very cute. It was very nice to think that I would be able to do that because I opened that door right there. It's like a 2-door system. You got like not like a screen door, but there's like a second wind door, I guess. I don't know what you call it. But that thing just like blew open as I just like barely pushed on it. That sounds like there's just like a tornado brewing out there. Definitely not great. My worst nightmare is about to come true. I think I'm gonna have to do my long run on the treadmill. 2 hours, 10 minutes of treadmill running later. Had to cut the cool down short because I was just ready to be done. So 2 hours, 10 minutes total average overall pace of 7:07, a little over 18.25 reported miles from the Stride foot pod. Did 30 minutes easy, then I did 75 minutes tempo at like marathon effort, marathon pace. Gave me an estimated pace reading anywhere between like 6:37 and 6:42 for the full 75 minutes. So pretty much around like where I think marathon effort, goal marathon pace may or may not be. Heart rate was reading really low this week, similar to last week, mid to low 150s the whole time, which shows me I might be able to give a little bit more when it comes to marathon effort. So definitely next time we do like goal marathon pace work, gonna push a little bit harder, get that heart rate to the 160s at least, see how that feels, and then cool down for 25 minutes. Just couldn't do that extra 5 minutes, so I'll take that. No Achilles discomfort or anything like that, so other than absolute torture and mental callousing on the treadmill, with quite the storm brewing outside, a nice cool breeze coming in through the window. It's the long run done for the weekend. Here I thought I was going to be racing a half marathon, chasing a new PR for the first time in about 2 years at the half marathon distance, but no, I was in my basement running for over 2 hours. Good morning. Sunday morning, a little after 6:30 a.m. Finally decided to go outside for the first time this weekend. Nice easy run today. We'll see how long we feel like going like. I've decided to just embrace the crappiness of the weather of this weekend. Last week the mileage was reduced by, 6 or 7 miles. This week, I so far peaked at 89 miles. This training block will be somewhere in the 70s this week, so just kind of fully embraced it as a down week. A little rainy, a little windy this morning. It was cool waking up early, catching tail end of the elite finishes for Berlin Marathon. Cool to see the women's world record broken. That was fun, gets me excited for marathon season as it continues here. Overall, not the best week of training, not the worst week of training. Had my race canceled, and now I am running in spite of Hurricane Ophelia and the awful weather it has brought me. So I look like a fool out here with this rain jacket and this blinking headlamp, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So I'll put whatever I end up doing or tolerating on the screen here for this run. This has been another eventful week on the Hobby Jogger Elite channel. We'll catch up next time. Peace.